section B. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I request you all to type your roll numbers, full roll numbers in the chat box. And anyhow, I'll also take attendance in between my lecture. And as I said, sorry, I've wasted 6 minutes of time, but as I said, one of my friend is suffering with corona. So I gave him a doctor's number. Yeah. So EITK, in our first class, we have discussed as to what the syllabus is, whether you people have credits or not, and what are the topics that we are going to discuss. We have discussed all those things. We have discussed sheet by sheet. Now let us come to the topics. As I said here in this paper, we will be discussing cooler area. Just a plug look at it. Yeah, we will be discussing Indian traditions, knowledge, culture. So let us first try to know what is meant by culture, traditions, civilization, philosophy. Do you have any idea as to what these words mean? I'm asking you a question, students. Say yes or no. If you know, you can say yes and you can come up with your idea. No, otherwise you can simply say no.
Art form.
I can't hear you clearly. Rule number 69. Please be louder.
Art forms,
Is it civilization or culture or philosophy?
culture.
What are you? Culture, yeah. So culture is thought. Is it your thought or your ancestors or your friends? Whose thought?
Ancestors.
Okay. So anyone else? Okay. Once again, I am telling you, which I have told you in my last class also, don't hesitate to come up with your ideas, or don't hesitate to speak in the class. Especially, don't keep quiet when your lecturer or teacher is asking you to speak up. Please, it's minimum classroom etiquette to show respect to your teacher by responding to his queries. And I am asking you to maintain the decorum. It's up to you. I'm doing my part and I'm expecting your part from you. Okay, so we are Telugu speaking people. Okay, what is our the way we dress? What is our dress sense? Commonly, uh, which kind of dresses do we use? Do we use dhoti? Do we use short, sherwani, three-piece suit?
Dhoti and shorts.
Dhoti and shorts. Acha, do you come with dhoti or short to your school? You used to go on dhoti to your school,
At
or
home, sir.
at home you
In
wear
school, we
dhoti?
wear pants. Shirts. Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, do you know the difference between dhoti and lungi?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
Uh,
I think, is there anyone who can tell me the difference between dhoti and lungi?
Dhoti is wear for temples like that. Only we wear it home.
You just said you will be wearing it generally at home.
Even this summer dhoti.
Pardon? You are not loud enough to so that I can hear you.
We
Please be
wear
loud.
we wear lungi at home, sir, not dhoti.
That's what. Correct. Now you are right. Earlier you are wrong. So, what do we generally wear?
Yes, sir.
Generally, we spend much of our time outside the home. Of course, this is Corona period. Now we are spending most of our time at home. But generally, we spend much of our time in colleges, schools, or workplaces. We come to home to uh, to take the bath or to attend the nature call and to sleep. That's all. Remaining time we spend outside the house. So generally we wear pant shirt. If it is women, then they wear sari or Punjabi dress. depending on their age group. Generally, this is not only in Telugu-speaking areas but throughout India. A few of them wear pant, shirt, other things. But when it comes to men, generally we wear pant and shirt. 90%. Remaining 10%, if they are old, they may prefer dhoti and lalchi. In some places, they may prefer lalchi pajama. Some rich people may go for three-piece suit, right? So, what is our staple food?
Rice.
Rice.
Rice. If you go towards north, starting from
Chapati.
Roti.
Chapati.
Roti.
yeah, very good. If you go to south,
Idli, vada.
their staple food is also rice, but they use a different kind of rice. For example, if you go to Kerala, each rice grain will be of 3 to 4 rice grains size in Kerala. We use refined, polished rice, which is very thin, sleek. Okay, but whereas if you go to Kerala, now in the recent past, they are also, you can see cities are developing and they are also following Western culture. But I visited Kerala 20 years ago. Then I have seen the original Kerala, the original tradition or culture. I visited many places, especially I went to this Ayappa Swami temple, Madurai, and I said different places in Tamil Nadu and Kerala I visited in that way. So I have seen people used to, and it was very hard to find cold water in Kerala. If you ask water, they'll drinking water, they'll give you some lukewarm water, which is really good for health. Now doctors are also advising us to have lukewarm milk, not milk, water. గోరువెచ్చటి నీళ్లు తాగమని చెప్తున్నారు. Throughout India, you will not find this culture or this tradition anywhere except in Kerala. They boil water first. They use different roots, tree roots. Okay, and they boil the water. Then they let it cool down. Not completely cold, but lukewarm. Then they'll have it. Then they drink that water. I've seen it. It's my first-hand experience, personal experience. So that is their, I'm saying, they have rice as staple food, but as I said, the size of rice is also considerably big, and they don't drink cool water like we do. So people have different habits. Their eating habits are different. And what language do we speak? Name of the language that we speak.
Telugu.
Right. In Kerala,
Kannada.
Kerala Malayalam.
Malayalam.
Yeah, Karnataka Kannada. Tamil Nadu Tamil. Then in Maharashtra Marathi, Gujarati, Gujarati, Rajasthan, they speak Hindi, but a different dialect of Hindi. Then Haryana, Haryanavi, Punjab, Punjabi, Kashmir, Kashmiri. Again, we have two languages in Jammu and Kashmir. People speak a different language in Jammu, people speak a different language in Kashmir. Bengal, Bengali, Assam, Assami, Orissa. What do they speak? Oriya.
Oriya.
Correct. So we have almost each and every state has got a separate language. Our eating habits are different. Our languages are different. Okay. Then our dressing sense is different. What is this? This is our culture. Even our religious faiths, of course, there is unity in diversity, but we have to remember that there is diversity. Whom do we worship generally here in Telugu speaking states? Who is the famous god? Gods and goddesses. We generally worship Lord Vishnu, Rama, Shiva, then goddesses like Saraswati, Kali, Bhadrakali, all those. You go to some, for example, Kerala, they worship Ayyappa, they worship Subramanya. It's not that we don't worship Subramanya here, but they are not famous gods here. Right? So we have difference in almost all walks of life. But still we are united because we belong to the same country. Something binds us together, that is country, patriotism. Right? Okay, let us now discuss about the differences. I'm saying different things that we follow. Why is it different? Reasons are many. Our geographical conditions, our weather conditions, the things which are available, all these things cause these differences. But one thing is sure, that people who are living in a specific region, a group of people, have a similar kind of ideology or similar kind of practices, or they'll have similar ways of dressing or similar kinds of religious beliefs or similar kinds of ideology, or they may have same language, their eating habits may be same. So this is culture. Culture is something which we learn from our ancestors. It's not that we are creating culture. No. How can I say this? Am I right or wrong?
Right.
I don't think that you people are paying attention to my lecture. Is 74 online? Roll number 74.
Yes, sir.
Is 116 online? Roll number 116, Siddharth.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, is 92 online?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then why you people are not responding? Even if you don't know the answer, you can simply say, no, we don't know. It's not that only these people, but no one except one or two students, no other student is responding, which is not good. I've told you that this is minimum classroom etiquette, or you have to maintain classroom decorum. When your teacher is asking you to respond, you have to respond. That is your minimum responsibility. I need not to remind you again and again and again. Okay. So culture includes everything, materialistic things, non-materialistic things. Like, for example, if you see the kind of structures, I mean, say houses built in Kerala are different from the kind of houses that are built in Telugu-speaking states, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Am I right? Do we have a separate? To which branch you belong to? It's ECE, I think. So civil people may understand it very well. Their structures are different. Our structures are different. Materialistic. Their way of dressing is different. Our way of dressing is different. Of course, now almost all of us are, all the Indians are wearing pant and shirt. We are not following our own culture. But still there are different things. For example, you take Brahmins from our area, those who perform puja and all those things. They have a ponytail, which is behind their head. If you go to Kerala, which is on the, which is above their head, and say on the upper part of the head, not behind the head. Such differences are there from the beginning. So the differences can be material, and say the what people follow can be materialistic things, are non-materialistic, like their beliefs, like their language, literature. So we can say that culture is common to a group of people, but at the same time it differs from one place to the other place, or from one group to the other group. There is always a difference. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is culture first? What does it mean?
Way of living style.
The way of art forms we practice.
It's not only art form, but the way of living. Everything includes, as I said, our food habits, our dressing habits, our belief system, our languages, the way we build different structures. Let us say houses, or buildings, or places of worship. Everything comes under culture. Culture actually is an English word, but it comes from a Latin word, cult or cultus, which means to refine. Cultus literally means cultivation or tilling. What is tilling? You can say yes or no, students.
No, sir.
Very good. At least ఒకళ్ళైనా విన్నారు అన్నమాట. కనీసం no అనైనా చెప్తారు. What happened to you people? You don't want to respond, just tell me. I'll stop asking you people. You don't want to respond? At least for this you answer, so that from next time onwards I'll not ask you any questions. I'll also keep quiet for some time. Let us see whether you will talk or not. Okay, I'll keep quiet till the end of the class, then we'll conclude the session. Then I'll do the same thing in every class. I'll start the class, I'll keep quiet, you'll also keep quiet. We'll wait for 1 hour, then I'll end the session.
No, sir.
We'll respond, sir.
We want you to ask us questions.
Is it the voice of all the students, or 3 or 4 are saying that like that? How about other students?
All the students.
Okay, don't worry, because I can do this at any time. As you people can keep quiet, I can also keep quiet, and I'll simply give you the attendance, because you need attendance, it seems. I'll give you the attendance and keep quiet. Don't worry, I can do this at any time if you don't respond. So what is tilling? Do you know the meaning or not? If you don't know, you need not to
No,
feel
sir.
shy.
Don't know, sir.
No? Very good.
No,
దున్నడము అంటే తెలుసా అండి? పొలాలు దున్నుతారు.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Literally tilling means the same. దున్నడం, cultivation, tilling. Why do we do that? To get a product, the desired product or the required product which we can use. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So culture is also refining something in such a way that it is useful to us, or it satisfies our needs or requirements, or it gets our admiration. Suppose if I say I want to gift you a Tata car, you will be definitely happy. If I say I want to gift you a Kia Motors car, you will be happy. If I say I'll give you some Mustang, which is very famous in USA, old car but very famous, you will say okay. You will be relatively more happy. If I say I'll give you Ford, you will be relatively more happy. If I say I'll give you Audi or Benz or Ferrari or Porsche, then won't you be much more happy? Why?
Yes, sir.
Because this product is in many ways much better than, let us say, sir, facilities wise, social status wise, its engine capacity wise, speed wise, looks wise, aerodynamics are great, many things are great engine wise. The only thing is they don't give you much mileage, which is in which Tatas are the best cars. Okay, now let us not get into that discussion. Okay, so anything, if it is refined, much more sophisticated or much more useful, then it gets our admiration. Okay, people are, we start liking it. Culture is also something which is refined. Why we are refining it? Why we are purifying it? As I said, just to be more sophisticated or more useful. Let us suppose I have a practice. I practice something. I have a habit of doing some work. What will I do? I try to do it more efficiently, more effectively, that too effortlessly, with more ease, isn't it? Is it not?
Yes, sir.
So culture is also refining something. See, in what way we are refining? Our ancestors have practiced many things, out of which whatever they found good or useful, then they said they have practiced it or continue to practice it, and they have given that information to their next generation. Then they have practiced it. For example, if you touch fire, your hand will burn. Am I right? But you need not learn it by doing it. That means you need not put your hand in the fire and burn it. Then you should know. And again, your brother or sister or your son again put his hand or her hand in the fire and burn it. Then they should know that it is, and say putting hand in fire is harmful. Is it required? Will you not tell them that yes, I have put my hand in the fire and it has burnt my finger or my hand? So you don't do that. Will not they learn from you?
So
నా లాంగ్వేజ్ తో ప్రాబ్లమా, సబ్జెక్ట్ తో ప్రాబ్లమా, లేక మీతో ప్రాబ్లమా, ఏదో ఒకటి చెప్పండి. మీరు ఎందుకు ఎస్ నో అని ఏమనట్లేదు. అసలు నేను ఆ ల్యాప్టాప్ చెప్తున్నానా మీకు చెప్తున్నా నాకు అర్థం అవట్లేదు. వింటున్నారా?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
మరి విన్నప్పుడు రెస్పాన్స్ ఇవ్వడానికి ఏమవుతుందండి? ఐ ఆస్క్డ్ యు ఎ సింపుల్ థింగ్. మీరు మంటలో వేలు పెడితే చెయ్యి కాలింది లేదా వేలు కాలింది, అది మీ తర్వాత వాళ్ళకి లేదా మీ తమ్ముళ్ళకో అన్నలకో మీ అమ్మా నాన్నకో లేకుంటే మీ పిల్లలకో చెప్తారా చెప్పారా? చెప్తే వాళ్ళు విని తెలుసుకుంటారా, లేకుంటే వాళ్ళు కూడా వేలు పెట్టి కాల్చుకున్నాక తెలుసుకుంటారా ఏం జరుగుతుంది అని అడుగుతున్నాను. ఐఎమ్ ఆస్కింగ్ యూ. ఇంగ్లీష్ అర్థం అవ్వడం లేదా, చెప్పడం అంటే నా ప్రొనౌన్సియేషన్ అర్థం అవ్వడం లేదా, ఏంటి ప్రాబ్లం? ఎందుకు రెస్పాన్స్ ఇవ్వట్లేదు? స్టూడెంట్స్, దీస్ ఆర్ ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసెస్. We cannot see each other face to face. We are not sitting face to face. We are not in the same vicinity or in the same room. So at least if you say yes or no, then I feel that you people are listening to me. Otherwise, I don't know whether, I don't understand whether I am teaching to a laptop or to some person. If I get a feeling that I am talking to my laptop, then I will not be able to express myself. దీనికి కూడా రెస్పాన్స్ లేదు. కర్మ అండి.
ఎస్ సార్.
రెండే పదాలు నేర్చుకున్నారా అండి ఇప్పటివరకు? ఎస్ ఎస్ లేదా నో నో అంతే. ఇంకా వేరే ఏం చెప్పట్లేదు. ఏం అడిగినా మాట్లాడలేదు ఏమనంటే ఎస్ సార్ అంటారు అంతే. ఎక్కువ దీనికి ఎస్
చెప్తాం సార్.
వింటాం సార్.
have understood that it is wrong, it is harmful, then they have stopped that practice. And those practices which were good, which they felt that they are giving good results, then they have continued it, and not only continued to practice the same, but they have also shared that information with their next generation. And next generation, without trying it again and again and knowing it, they have learned it from their seniors, our predecessors, our elderly generation, and they have used it. That is the use of culture. Now you need not to invent a language, you need not to invent a script for it and use that language. You are directly learning the language that is spoken by your parents, isn't it? Are you inventing a language? Whenever a newborn, I'm saying whenever a person takes birth, Does he need to invent a language and a script
No, sir.
and use it?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Have you have whatever things you are using, whatever practices you have you invented them? Have you discovered all those things? No. What have you done? You have learned from your seniors or from the society, people around you, and you have directly started using it. You have not invented a bike, you have not invented a pen, you have not invented or manufactured a paper. What have you done? Society has done it for you and you are using it. Like you, all the other persons who are in the society. If there is any intellectual or if there is any person who can invent something, like for example, we are suffering with corona. Some doctor, some scientist, some virologist has invented vaccine. Now we are using it. One need not to invent vaccine for himself and use it. So that is the advantage of culture, or that is culture. What we do is we don't invent those things, we don't discover those things, or we don't learn things by trial and error method. Somebody has done it, and we are taking the advantage, we are taking that knowledge, we are using it for our benefit, our well-being. So culture means refining something to such an extent that it gets our admiration, or it is very useful, or it satisfies our requirements, our needs, our wants, right? And the similar word or the equivalent word in Sanskrit is samskriti. That means which is samskritikarinచబడినటువంటిది, which is purified. So culture is something which is purified. How? By trial and error method, right? So now we have understood as to what culture is. Now let us know what are the qualities of culture, or what are the characteristics of culture. Can anyone tell me what are the characteristics of culture?
Don't know, sir.
Very good. Okay, at least you have responded now.
Don't
Culture
know,
is
sir.
common to a group of people. For example, Tamil culture, it is a different culture. Telugu people's culture, it is different. Marathi's culture, it is different. Do you know that in Marathwada and say Maharashtra, people used to have jalebi as breakfast with curd? Have you ever heard this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Do you ever, if you get
No,
to
sir.
the, and say in future you'll, okay, ఇన్ని నోళ్ళు వద్దంటే ఏదో ముగ్గురు నలుగురు చాలు, చాలా తృప్తిగా ఉంది. Okay, I'm happy. So I went to Maharashtra a few, I think 2 decades back or sometime. It was early in the morning. I waited in the Mumbai railway station till the dawn, that is sunrise. Then I went to the Export Import of India and say bank, Export Import Bank of India, because I got through the written test and I had to attend an interview for the post of assistant manager in Exim Bank, Export Import Bank of India. But I was hungry because I was there in the railway station from early in the morning, 3 o'clock, and I couldn't sleep because I had to attend an interview. So I was looking around for breakfast. Can you expect what breakfast was available in that, say Mumbai? That too, it was a posh area. What do we have generally for breakfast? If you are in Hyderabad, let us say.
Idli,
What
dosa.
will you get?
Dosa.
Yeah, all kinds of tiffins: idli, dosa, puri, vada, upma, bonda. But all those things were not available there. Only bhaji, podu podunne alugada bhaji with bun. Do we eat? మీకు ఆలుగడ్డ బజ్జీలు అంటే తెలుసా అందరూ ఎప్పుడైనా విన్నారా?
Yes, sir.
తెలుసు సార్.
పొటాటో చిప్స్ లాగా ఉంటాయి, కాకపోతే ఆ చిప్స్ ఎండిపోక ముందే వాటిని
తిన్నాం సార్, తిన్నాం.
వేయించేసి చేస్తారా? వాటిని బన్ తో కలిపించాను. మనకు 1 రూపీకి 2 రూపీస్ కి బన్ దొరుకుతుంది చూడండి. ఆ 2 బండ్ల మధ్యన ఆలుగడ్డ బజ్జీలు పెట్టుకొని కొట్టుకొని తినేసేయాలి. అదే బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్. దట్ ఈస్ ది బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్. అండ్ ఐ హర్డ్ దట్ పీపుల్ యూస్ టు టేక్ జిలేబీ ఇన్ ది బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్. దట్ ఈస్ దర్ కల్చర్. జిలేబీ కూడా మళ్ళీ దేనితోటి? పెరుగుతోటి. When do we generally eat aloo parota? Do we take it in the morning as breakfast, or do we take it in the afternoon as lunch, or do we take it in the evening or
Evening
night?
for time pass.
Or else at least dinner or lunch, but we don't eat it as breakfast. But if you, I went to Kashmir, then they gave us, we stayed in a hotel. It was a upper middle class hotel. They gave us aloo parota with curd as breakfast. That is their culture, right? So culture is different from one place to other place. Our culture is different from a group of people to the other group of people. We can say that culture is common to a group of people, and at the same time culture is different from one group of people to the other group of people, or from one region to other region. I'm not saying religion, I'm saying region, right? These are the two characteristics. Culture is common to a group of people. Telugu speaking people have a common culture. Marathi speaking people or Maharashtrians have a common culture. Gujaratis have a common culture. Do we eat dhokla? No, they eat dhokla. Do we speak Gujarati? No, they speak Gujarati, right? So at the same time it is different from one group of people, or from one region to another region. It is different. This is second characteristic. Culture keeps on changing. Our culture is something which we learn from our ancestors. Another two characteristics. How culture is changing? Earlier we used to wear dhoti. Now we are wearing pant shirt. Earlier, do you know that? I don't think any one of you know it. The staple food was not rice. Here we used to have rice, but once in a day. Or we used to prefer not to have rice, but to have రాగులు జొన్నలు ఇలాంటి వాటితో చేసిన జవారికి రోటీ, or else the flour,
Brown rice.
yeah, brown rice. That was staple food 50 years ago, not much back. But the Western culture, when we started following it, many things have changed. So culture changes. Let it be a good change or a bad change, positive or negative, it's immaterial, but culture changes. And culture is something which we learn from our ancestors, predecessors. You have not invented anything that you are following, or you have not invented anything that you are using. The ideas, the perceptions, the beliefs, all those things, they are not purely yours. They are somebody else's. You have just learned them, and whatever you like, you are following them. Whatever you don't like, you are not following them. Sometimes even though you don't like, you have to follow. For example, I have seen many students wearing a black thread on their right and left leg. Do you know the reason behind it? No one knows it. Just we wear it because we fear something may happen if we don't wear it. So there are good as well as bad things in the culture. We have some good practices, at the same time we have some bad practices. There are some practices which are neither good nor bad, but we don't know the reason. There is no rational reason behind it. For some practices we have scientific reasons, 100% rational. So culture, this is what is culture. It includes everything. Culture can be materialistic, non-materialistic. As I said, your eating habits, they are staple food. For example, rice, it is tangible, so materialistic. Your perceptions, ideologies, beliefs, non-materialistic. Is there any difference between culture and civilization? Are both similar? What is culture? What is civilization? We have learned about culture.
Civilization is development.
Chapandi.
Civilization means developing.
Oh, culture and
Culture is something that we got from our ancestors and we are following it. Civilization is what we learn, education. That's
ఓకే, ఇది కూడా మరి సీనియర్ సివిలైజేషన్ అంటే సివిలైజేషన్ కూడా సీనియర్స్ నుంచి లేదా మనకంటే ముందు తరాల నుంచి వస్తుంది కదా. లైక్ కల్చర్, ఎడ్యుకేషన్, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, యూ హ్యావ్ నాట్ ఇన్వెంటెడ్ ఇంగ్లీష్, ఆర్ యూ హ్యావ్ నాట్ ఇన్వెంటెడ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్, ఆర్ యూ హ్యావ్ నాట్ ఇన్వెంటెడ్ లా, ఆర్ యూ హ్యావ్ నాట్ కమ్ అప్ విత్ దట్ ఐడియా. You did not write law, or you did not write engineering rules and regulations, or engineering. It was somebody else before you. You are also learning it. So is it not the same, one and the same? మనము ఇంజనీరింగ్ అయినా మెడిసిన్ అయినా ఎప్పుడు మనం కనిపెట్టింది కాదు కదండి, మనకంటే ముందు తరాలు. ఇప్పుడు ఒక కరోనా వ్యాక్సిన్ మన తరంలో కనిపెట్టాం. నేను కనిపెట్టకుండా, మీరు కనిపెట్టకుండా, ఎవరోడు మన కాంటెంపరీ కనిపెట్టాడు. ఓకే, అదే గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ కనిపెట్టారు మన తరంలో, మనం బతకుండా జరిగింది. మన మిగిలిన పెన్సిలిన్ వ్యాక్సిన్ లేదా ఓ మెడిసిన్ వేసుకోండి, డెవలపర్ మెడిసిన్, క్రోసిన్ మెడిసిన్, ఎప్పుడో కనిపెట్టింది కదా, ఎప్పటి నుంచో వాడుతున్నాం కదా, ఇది కూడా కల్చరేనా? ఆన్సర్ మీ, ఐఎమ్ వెయిటింగ్ ఫర్ యూ.
No,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
నో.
No,
సో
sir.
మరి యా నో అనే వాళ్ళు ఏమైనా చెప్పగలరా? ఎలా
Civilization.
తేడా? చెప్పండి అజయ్ రెడ్డి.
Civilization means culture plus technology.
వెరీ గుడ్, ఎక్సలెంట్. కల్చర్ మీన్స్ సివిలైజేషన్ ప్లస్ టెక్నాలజీ అన్నారా? నాగిరెడ్డి, అజయ్ రెడ్డి
Yes, sir.
చెప్పండి. యా,
Yes, sir.
కాకపోతే
Civili-
డెఫినేషన్ ఇస్ కరెక్ట్, బట్ ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ ది డెఫినేషన్ ఆఫ్ కల్చర్, ఇట్ ఈస్ ది డెఫినేషన్ ఆఫ్ సివిలైజేషన్. ఓకే, కల్చర్ అనేది ఇప్పటిదాకా మనం డిస్కస్ చేసుకున్నాం. వాట్ ఎవర్ వీ హ్యావ్ డిస్కస్ టిల్ నౌ, దట్ ఈస్ కల్చర్. Civilization is, as you rightly identified, improvising or using the natural resources in such a way that they are useful to us, or they facilitate us, or they give us the required results. For example, you have to go from, let us say, Hyderabad to Warangal. In olden days, people used to walk, then they have learned how to tame animals, then they used bullock carts. Then they have learned to tame animals, then they have used horse. That is why if you learn Vedas, you will find many hymns in praise of horses. గుర్రాని మీద కూడా మంత్రాలు రాశారు. గుర్రం మీద మంత్రం ఏంటి అంటే, బికాస్ ఇన్ దోస్ డేస్ ఇట్ వాజ్ ఎ వండర్ what people used to take and say, if you have to walk, it will take at least 2 or 3 days to reach Warangal, 150 kilometers. But if you use a horse, just in 1 day you can go. Then people invented automobile. What is automobile?
Vehicles.
ఆటోమొబైల్ అనే పదానికి కూడా ఏమైనా అర్థం ఉందా? మొబిలిటీ ఇస్ మూవ్మెంట్, ఆటో ఇస్ సెల్ఫ్, దానంతట తానుగా మూవ్ అయ్యేది. యూ జస్ట్ హ్యావ్ టు స్టార్ట్ ఇట్, దెన్ ప్రెస్ an accelerator.
Which moves by itself.
That's what auto means, which moves by itself. Automobile, mobility, which has got mobility by itself. So automobile invention jarigindi, people have invented automobile. Then what happened? Now you reach hundreds of kilometers in few hours. Just within 2.5 hours you can reach Warangal from here. That is civilization. So bending the nature and are using the natural resources in such a way that it gives you the required output or outcome, or it facilitates you, that is civilization. This is the difference between culture and civilization. What is heritage then?
Sir.
Heritage. Yeah, hereditary, Vamshaparampariyam అని అర్థం. That means what you get from your parents or your from ancestors. The heritage is, it need not be from your ancestors. It can be from the ancestors, I will say, from not from your own lineage, but from the society. For example, Thousand Pillars Temple in Warangal or Ramappa Temple is a heritage, cultural heritage. Red Fort in Delhi or Golconda Fort in Hyderabad is a cultural heritage. It's not that my grandfather has built it. Some Qutub Shahi Nawab has built it, or before him some Kakatiya dynasty has built it. Then they have renewed it or restructured it. Then they have used it. Now Charminar is a cultural heritage. Right? So heritage is something which we receive from, as a society, which we receive from our, are the people who used to live before us in the same place, or in this country, or in this vicinity, or in this area. Right? So there are heritages, monuments, cultural heritages. That means we have learned some few things. For example, Bharatanatyam, cultural heritage. Kuchipudi, cultural heritage. Or let us say, we cook few things. For example, Ugadi naadu bhakshalu cheskuntaru. It's a cultural heritage. You have learned it from your seniors. ancestors. Bonala పండుగ నాడు బోనాలు పెట్టుకొని వెళ్తారు. It's a culture, cultural heritage, which we have learned or which we are receiving from our seniors. For example, you people throw party to your seniors. Why? Because your senior batch has done that. Farewell party. Your seniors will give welcome party or freshers party to you. Why? Because their seniors have given that kind of party. So it has become a legacy, a heritage. Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
మనం మెటీరియలిస్టిక్ వాటి గురించి చెప్పినప్పుడు మనం we can say that that means those things which make our life easy, make our life sophisticated. We can say that it is civilization. If it is something which is part of life, which we are following, which we are believing, which we are using, it can be an idea, or it can be a practice, or it can be something materialistic, we can say that it is culture. For example, giving freshers party. As an idea, it's a culture, it's a legacy which you are following because your seniors have started it. You don't want to discontinue it, you are continuing. You spend lakhs of rupees. You waste much time and much effort and much money. But still you feel that it is a legacy. It's a culture. Then again, farewell party. Another 3-4 lakhs are wasted. It can be used for at least 1 or 2 students' annual fees. But no, we feel that it is legacy, it's our culture, we have to enjoy. That's culture. And civilization is you use loudspeakers to disturb all others. Not only disturbing you and yourself and other friends, but you disturb other branches, other people, or those who are around the college with loudspeakers. That is civilization. We call it. Using speakers, using modern day technology. You will have a big flexi 12 into 12 to display that so and so date at so and so place you will have a freshers party or a farewell party. That is civilization. Banner, a symbol of civilization. Speaker is symbol of civilization. So now these are the 3 different words which we have learned today. We'll also learn other things like whether this culture is useful to us. Is the culture useful to us? Why do we need to learn this?
Yes, sir, it is useful.
Sometimes
Malli, yes, yeah, sometimes yes, sometimes no. Why do you think that sometimes yes and sometimes no? Okay, sir, I'll ask you a simple question. Can I say that all the achievements of human beings as a group can be called as culture? I'm asking you a question, students. Can I call all the achievements of human beings or group of human beings as culture?
No, sir.
sir.
ఎవరైతే నో అంటున్నారు, those who are saying no, can they tell me why we cannot call it culture? And those who are saying yes, can they tell me the reason why we can call it culture? I'm repeating my statement again. All the achievements of a group of people, I mean say human beings, okay, can be called as culture. Somebody said yes, somebody said no. Those who said yes, why yes? What is your reason? And those who said no, why no? What is your reason?
They all are different parts of getting success.
They all are different
Parts for getting success.
నాకు అర్థం అవ్వలేదండి, మీరు తెలుగులో కానీ హిందీలో కానీ చెప్పగలరా?
Sir, they all have different paths to that success.
So what? My question is simple. Can you call it culture or not? The achievements of a group of people are human beings. Whatever they have, let us say, we have created a language. Now in India, we have 20-30 languages. not just 20, 30. There are hundreds of languages, but Constitution has recognized only 22 languages. Right. So, is it? I call it culture. Is it correct or wrong? The people have created a language. We are using it efficiently, effectively. Now I call it culture. Am I correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Why yes? Earlier you said, I think you said no.
సార్ అందరం కలిసి ఫాలో అయ్యేదాన్ని కల్చర్ అంటారు కదా సార్.
కరెక్ట్. సో ఇప్పుడు కల్చర్ అనాలా వద్దా?
కరెక్ట్ సార్.
Okay. So I say that it is culture. So whatever we people achieve as a group, as human beings, can be called as culture. For example, language. We have invented a script. We have invented a language which is being used by us for communication. I can exchange my ideas with you. Otherwise, if two animals are there in different rooms, if they are not allowed to have this sound, of course they too have language. I am not saying that animals don't have language, but their linguistic abilities are limited. They have their own language which you don't understand. Because we don't understand, we are not ready to recognize it as a language. But many of scientists have recognized it as a language. When a whale makes a sound, when a dolphin makes a sound, it contains gigabytes of data which only other whale or other dolphin can understand. We human beings cannot understand. That's why we don't consider it as a language. That's a different story. That's a different thing. We can discuss it anytime if we have time. But if, let us assume, if I don't have language to communicate with you, how can I communicate with you? How can I exchange my ideas? How can I take the class? So we have a specific use. You are sitting somewhere, I am sitting somewhere, but still we are exchanging our ideas. That is the use of language, which is part of my culture, which is really a great discovery. So all the human beings' achievements can be called as culture. Now, what is its use? I asked you, and I have given you an example. This is the use. How to build a house? I need not to invent what reinforced concrete cement is. Somebody has done that research. I'm using it now, the technology. That is the advantage of culture. Right? So culture has got utility or usefulness. It is very useful for us, for our existence, for our to lead a better life. Okay, so this is the advantage of culture. Culture is very important in human beings' life, because you need not learn all those things through trial and error method. You need not suffer. If that is so, then we would have been in cave age, and say we would be living in caves only, because everyone has to try on their own and learn how to build a house or how to manufacture cloth using cotton. How to make threads, first you have to learn. Then how to make cloth using threads, you have to learn it. Then you have to prepare your own dress. Again, your son will come, he'll try to know how to cultivate cotton plants. Then how to take that cotton, how to refine it, how to get thread from it, how to using that thread manufacture a cloth, then how to use it. He'll also die. Then somebody, his son or his grandson will come, he'll also do the same thing. What is the use? We would have still been in Stone Age, but we are not doing that. If we are learning something, that information is being passed on to the next generation so that they can live a happy life, secured life, a life with facilities. Is this correct, students? Are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, as you people are not answering, I want you people to speak out, at least for the sake of your attendance. You have to tell me your roll numbers. What section is it?
ECB, sir.
Okay. So roll numbers from the first roll number. What is the first roll number in your class?
61.
61, sir. 61 is first rule number.
Okay. Is 61 present in the class?
Yes, sir. 61%.
Yeah. So go on. After 61, who is present in the class?
present, sir.
Okay.
63 present, sir.
ఓకే ఏమైందండి ఎవరు మాట్లాడట్లేదు ఇప్పుడు అటెండెన్స్ మాత్రం చెప్తున్నారు సేమ్ ది వే యు ఆర్ స్పీకింగ్ అప్ ఫర్ యువర్ అటెండెన్స్ ఇన్ ది సేమ్ వే యూ హ్యావ్ టు స్పీక్ దర్ ఇస్ నో స్పెషల్ వే ఆ స్పెషల్ థింగ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ ఓకే హూ ఇస్ ఆఫ్టర్ 63
64 present, sir.
ఓకే
65 present, sir.
ఓకే స్పీడ్ అప్ 65 తర్వాత ఎవరండి